Hey folks, let's learn something new about the oil and gas industry. All right, Jack and I just could not figure out how to get in the same town at the same time, so we're doing this via Skype. Jack Cooper, how you doing today, man?
Great. Hey, Mark, thanks so much for having me on. Really excited about it.
Yeah. So Jack, you do something really cool. You have a company called Take Command Health, and really, you're almost like an advocate for the common people out there to make sure they have high quality, affordable health care. Is that right?
That's right. I mean, it's kind of it's a tough year on the individual health insurance market. You know, it's called affordable care, but a lot of people will disagree with you when they get the actual price tag. But what we do is we layer a lot of data and information in so that people at least feel like they're getting the most for their money. We watch a lot of folks, try to make health insurance decisions, and they end up with a bad plan. And then throughout the course of the year, they're having to pay more money than they would need to because their doctor's out of network, their prescription wasn't covered very well, or they really misunderstood how the deductibles and copays and co-insurances would work if they're trying to manage a condition.
So I've been there myself. Actually, it gets very complex. And then right now in oil and gas, especially in upstream and the service companies, there's not a lot of money out there, right? There's people who've been laid off, and they still want to have health care for their families, and they don't know what to do. Is that something you can help with?
That's exactly what we want to help with. And really, Mark, we're excited to share with you and your audience. We've seen so many folks come to us lately from a lot of the energy companies, and their oil's down, people, if they're hanging on to their job, they've probably taken a salary cut or maybe a benefit cut.
Right.
So maybe they get okay benefits at their firm, but now their family, is paying twice or double what they were. We're seeing that across the board. Or if you find yourself on your own this year, which can be tough, you're responsible for it. And, it can be kind of a double whammy when you're on your own. You're used to getting benefits from a firm or company, and now you've got to navigate Obamacare or the individual insurance market by yourself. And that's really where we want to come in and help. So you feel like you have an advocate, an ally, someone you can trust that's not going to upsell you some giant plan or kind of railroad you on a plan that's not going to work. We're all about helping people discover all their options and then find the best one for them.
Yeah, and then so something's interesting's happening. Today's December 6th. Next week's a very important day. What's going on next week?
Well, something important to know is the deadline for health plans that start January 1st is actually December 15th. So we get a lot of folks every year that will, on New Year's, they'll send us an application saying, phew, I got it in before the deadline, and they're actually 2 weeks late. So if this is your first time on the individual insurance market, it's really important to know that December 15th is actually the deadline for plans that start January 1.
Yeah, and
now,
Jack,
open enrollment.
Yeah, and Jack, I thought it was so important that we're actually trying to get this published today, which never happens on the 6th, so that our audience, if they're in this situation, have time to reach out to you and actually pick your brain to make sure they don't make a bad decision.
Exactly, and that's where we're here to help. So the best way to find us is through our website at takecommandhealth.com. We have kind of a guided interview where we walk you through one question at a time. It feels like TurboTax, Mark, if you've done your taxes or something like that before. Just ask you one question at a time, and what we're doing in the background is we're turning over our big database and running a bunch of numbers so that when you get to the end, we're actually recommending the plan for you. We'll show you all the options along the way, but say, Mark, you need this plan, and here's why. And then if you have questions, you can chat with us right on the site. My partners and I are on there. I'd say 24/7, but it'd really be about 20 hours, 7 days a week for the next few days. Or email us at support@takecommandhealth.com. We'll get back to you right away.
Yeah, so Jack, we're going to put all those links in the show notes so people don't have to be writing anything down. If you're in the oil field and you're worried about health insurance, reach out to Jack. He's a good guy. He'll help you through it. Even if it doesn't mean that you buy from him, he still makes sure you have the peace of mind knowing that you're protected. Jack, man, thank you so much for being on today.
Hey, thanks, Mark. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, so folks, I hope this helped. We will see you next time.